Now the only local news in high definition, live, local, late breaking. This is WMBF News Today.
This morning on WMBF News Today, we're bringing you the late breaking details in the arrest of a Palmetto State cop. Find out where his job stands now that he's charged with prostitution. And right this second, thousands of runners are taking part in the Myrtle Beach Mini Marathon. We're bringing you a live look this morning at the event and telling you what to expect even if you're not participating.
And those runners are dealing with some very chilly temperatures out there. I'll let you know when it starts to warm up coming up.
Good morning, everyone. It's coming up on 7:01 on this Sunday morning, October 23rd. I'm Brandon Herring. Thanks for joining us. Well, it's shaping up to be a nearly perfect fall day. WMBF News Storm Team meteorologist Andrew Phillips has a first look at your forecast.
That will be coming up.
All right, thanks, Andrew. We'll look forward to a little bit more on the forecast in a few minutes. Well, right now, thousands of runners are taking off for the Myrtle Beach Mini Marathon. The 13.1-mile race just began at 7 o'clock. Myrtle Beach city officials say about 4,200 runners, along with their family and friends, are in town for the event. Eventually, the runners will be right there on the boardwalk, which you can see here in this live shot. The course will take them oceanside along that boardwalk right there. And Saturday was the Coastal 5K at the Marina Inn at Grand Dunes, also the High Heel Run. Both women and men took part in that event. There was even a race featuring some athletic canines, the 1-mile Doggy Dash. And right now, runners are heading down to Robert Grissom Parkway, so you can expect closures at the intersections from Highway 501 to 38th Avenue North. 29th Avenue North and Kings Highway will also shut down. All intersections will reopen by 10 a.m. And for more on those closures, you can check out our top stories online at WMBFnews.com. Well, it's a developing story WMBF News is staying on top of for you. The Darlington County coroner has identified the man who died Friday after exchanging gunfire with police. Coroner Todd Hardy says officials are awaiting autopsy results for Ernest Lee Russell Jr. Darlington County Sheriff Wayne Bird says Friday afternoon, investigators with the Drug Enforcement Task Force went to a business on South Main Street in Darlington to serve a search warrant. And that's when officers heard gunshots and exchanged fire, killing Russell. According to the sheriff, law enforcement had been watching that business for some time after reports of gambling and drug dealing. Well, a Columbia police officer accused of having sex with a prostitute is out of jail this morning on bond. Raycom News Network reporter Chelsea Washington has the late-breaking details of his arrest. Now, Cornish was not on duty at the time of the arrest. Right now, he's on administrative leave without pay. Well, it was a bad day for this auto shop in North Charlotte Saturday afternoon. A driver accidentally hit the gas as he was backing his car into the garage of this auto repair shop. You can see the damage. The car went through the building and out the front. A truck parked outside seems to be what stopped that car. Luckily, no one was hurt. Well, the public in Libya has lined up for a second day to view the body of former leader Muammar Gaddafi. Meantime, questions remain about the circumstances surrounding his death as well as the future of the country. NBC's Adrienne Mong reports this morning.
Back to you.
And the country's prime minister said a vote could come within 8 months to elect the parliament or some form of Congress. Members would have to draft a new constitution and form an interim government. Well, new this morning on WMBF News Today, a diver is killed in a shark attack. We have the late-breaking details coming straight up. And also, IndyCar driver Dan Welton is laid to rest in Florida this weekend. We'll show you the racing legend and how he's being remembered. Gotcha. That's pretty nice. I know Marlo will probably be back next weekend, but for now, you get credit for delivering a pretty nice forecast.
That's
for
right.
today.
I kind of got lucky on this one. So.
Yes, sounds good. I'm looking forward to the little warm-up. Is this about average for this? Or
right now, we're a little bit below average, but by midweek, we should be at average temperatures or a little bit above.
Sounds good. So. I personally like the 80s on that map. So.
Oh, me too.
Great.
Definitely.
Thanks, Andrew. Appreciate that. Well, a U.S. citizen. Lots of people already out this morning for the Myrtle Beach Mini Marathon, and the weather's looking pretty good for all those runners out there. Kind of perfect weather, I'd say, Andrew.
Oh, definitely perfect if you're out there running. Maybe a little cold if you're out there just being a spectator, but even if you're running, I put on a light jacket. We'll be warming up quickly this afternoon.
Gotcha. All right. Thanks, Andrew. We'll check in with you a little bit later for a new update. But 7:23 this morning, coming up a little bit later, Occupy Wall Street protests are now popping up along the Grand Strand. We'll take you to a rally right here in Myrtle Beach. But first, find out why these man's best friends are taking over New York City this weekend. That's ahead when WMBF News Today continues.